So, welcome back to Margot Bell Designs. Today we're going to be utilising all of those spare corks that we may have had lying around the house or collected over the years. We can use plain ones, we can use ones with symbols on them, we can use beautifully crafted ones with labels on them. Corks are apparently quite rare, as you'll notice. A lot of wine bottles have screw tops now, so these types of corks are quite precious and they're not going to be around forever. So I thought it'd be a great idea to create a pin-up board using all these corks, and we can create it in any shape that we want. Today we're going to use a heart shape, which is just so beautiful in any part of the house or home where you are. And you can use it as an inspiration board. You can put pictures, ideas, photos, magazines, etc. on in your workroom, your sewing room, or your art room. You can use it in the kitchen as like a pin-up board of things that you need to buy for shopping. You can use it to put all your family photos on, and then everyone can view your beautiful family photos when they come to your home. So let's get onto it, and I'll show you how to create a beautiful love heart pin-up board.
Here's our measurements for our piece of plywood that we bought to work on today. Don't get anything too thin because it won't be able to hold the weight of the corks. I've created a pattern piece and placed it down into one corner so that we're going to use that right angle for the edge of our heart shape. We trace around this pattern with a biro or a pencil, nothing too heavy or thick. Then you need to use a jigsaw or a saw to cut around the outside edges of the heart. Then you'll need to file or use sandpaper to sand back the edges so that there's nothing too sharp or rough. Make sure you've got yourself some aquadear or a proper wood glue so that the corks actually stick to the wood. So we're using the right angle at the bottom of our love heart so that we can have perfect lines for our corks. Here's a picture of roughly how much glue I like to use on each of my corks. It's a good idea to put maybe 3 or 4, if you can, in your hand at one time. Glue them all up and then you can just stick them all down in a row. You can put lines all over your heart shape if you want to work to, or you can just use your eye as you go. When you're working around the curve, it's a good idea to place those corks around the very outside edge so that you know they're on the edge of the wood, and then fill in the space in between. Sometimes you might have to just gently fudge the corks over to fit in the gap, or sometimes you can get alternative smaller corks and fill in the gaps. It's kind of like a giant game of Tetris. Make sure you have self-tapping screws and heavy wire for the back of your pin-up board so that you can actually hang it on the wall. See you all next week on my YouTube channel for the next video being Gathers and Frills. So enjoy!